the Bulls start out with the ball. Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Lonnie Price out there with Wayne Ellington. Then there's Davis. Then it's Hill. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. Now here's Rose. And Butler, here we go. Excellent D there from Hill. And here is Ellington. Now Price. Now here's Johnson, averaging 9 points per contest. It's stolen by Dunleavy. And even 3-on-3 break. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Butler can't get that one to fall. Price with the ball. And Rose picks him up defensively. From past the arc. The shot by Ellington, no good. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Rose against Davis. Here's Butler, averaging 22 points a game. And stolen by Ellington. Here's Davis. And the layup's good off the glass.
You know, when the size advantage is that pronounced, I mean, that's exactly what you should do offensively in this situation. Take it strong to the middle.
Now here's Rose. Right now averaging 17 points a game. Butler sets a screen for Gasol. Shot off the screen, and he hits the jump shot.
That's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks, just to get you some open looks like that one.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Now here's Ellington. He's guarded closely, and they will fall over the back on the play.
Well, he was boxed out, and when that happens, you know, at some point you have to just turn and get back defensively. That time he went right over the top.
Yeah, but you go straight on the top of another player's back, that's going to be a foul call every time.
Here's Rose. Now Dunleavy. Butler sets a screen for Gasol. Shot clock at 6, and it's Rose penetrating, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. The Bulls shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line, and that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point.
Well, the Lakers have been in a bit of turmoil the last few years, and it comes back to not being able to find the right coach.
And the Lakers making a change here. Boozer's checked in.
And at the free throw line, it's all about consistency with him. Same routine, same stroke.
Now, here's Price. His last outing, he had 8 points. Gasol against Davis. Three-pointer Ellington. The rebound by Noah.
A few coaches have been given looks since the end of the Jackson era in L.A., and needless to say, it's hard to replace a guy like that.
Butler with the ball, picked up by Davis. And the wide open shot from Rose. And again, no good by Chicago. Johnson, a wide open look, hits it from 3-point range. And for the Lakers, Steve, it's really hard to build something because there is a pressure to win now as well.
I would say that taking their time and not trying to rush back to winning would be the best thing that this franchise can do.
Noah with a screen for Rose. And it's off the back rim, no good. Now here's Ellington, defended by Butler. Plenty of space. The shot's good from Ellington. And Chicago has possession. They trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Pau Gasol. Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Mike Dunleavy. And Brooks subbed in for Derrick Rose. Robert Sacre, he's checked in for the Lakers. Young comes in for Johnson. Butler gets the 14-footer to fall. Butler's got his first 2 points of the night.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and He drains those.
Price with the ball. There's 48 seconds left here in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. On its way from Young for 2. Misses off the left iron.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
Brooks against Price. Mirotic sets the screen for Butler. Mirotic has a wide open look. Nails the wide open jump shot. Mirotic has got his first points in this one. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
Lakers shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. And so Young nails them both. Here's Butler. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Lakers ahead, leading by a point. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Yeah, the defense has been terrific. They came out right from the beginning, alert and focused, and they've been really good at that end of the floor.
And I think Coach has to be pleased with the effort, Steve.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for Chicago right now, they've got Heinrich. Jimmy Butler is out there with Mirotic. Then it's Brooks, and it's Gibson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burdick. Doris, what do you have?
Well, gentlemen, Carlos Boozer had seen his role diminish with the Chicago Bulls last season. He said, it was tough. This is a team sport. We all sacrifice for each other. I had to deal with it and be a good teammate. Now with the Lakers, he said, I know I can still play at a high level. My body feels great. I'm excited about the next chapter. Gentlemen, we'll see how it works out.
Two-time All-Star and gold medalist Doris. His resume speaks for itself. Thank you. So, Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Joakim Noah's checked in for Gibson. Gasol comes in for Mirotic. Dunleavy's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Rose in for Aaron Brooks. The Lakers also changing it up. Ed Davis is checked in for Sacre. And it's Johnson in for Nick Young. Hill sets the screen for Lynn. Got a piece of it. Gasol with the steal. Here's Dunleavy. And again, Chicago. No good. Tries again. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
That's right where they wanted to go with the ball on that possession.
For Chicago, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And you look at the Bulls, a bit of a different look for them, trading away Dang. They amnesty Carlos Boozer. It seems they're shuffling the deck.
No question about it. They bring in the Spanish League MVP and Nikola Mirotic. They've had some good draft choices as well, so a lot of new bodies for the Bulls.
Rose can't hit.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
That is good. Johnson's got 5 points so far. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. And here's Rose. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Rose has got the lead up to 3 now for the Bulls. And a quick check now. The NBA's top rebounders. 5th is Pau Gasol.
Anytime you can get someone to pull down that many rebounds on a consistent basis, your team has no choice but to do well.
Heinrich against Land. Here's Davis. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
You know, one thing you have to admire, respect, and appreciate with this Bulls team is they've had some really difficult luck with the injuries to Derrick Rose, but it was a no-excuse team. They never hung their heads. They competed, they continue to win at a high level.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Clock at 6. Here's Dunleavy. He's guarded by Davis. Dunleavy's shot is off. And the Bulls, so resilient. A lot of credit has to go to Coach Tom Thibodeau. He gets them to play with tremendous effort every game.
Well, in the front office, too, Kevin. I mean, you think about the late first-round picks that they've turned into Taj Gibson and Jimmy Butler. Very productive two-way players that have held their own when Rose was out.
Shoots from 14, and there's Rose on the assist by Dunleavy. And that's now 6 points for Derrick Rose. Heinrich with the steal. Now here's Rose. Not a lot of room. Now here's Gasol, averaging 18 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Rose goes in. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Now we get a chance to check out Jeremy Lin, how last month turned out for him. Averaging 9 points per game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. Looking at those numbers, you'd probably say, yeah, that's about what we'd expect out of him.
Which isn't really what any player wants to hear. I mean, you don't want to meet expectations. You want to under-promise and over-deliver. You want to exceed expectations, and maybe we'll start to see him do that shortly.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Chicago. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Boozer, he's checked in for Hill. Young comes in for Ed Davis. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Jeremy Lin. And Ronnie Price has subbed in for Clarkson. 59 seconds left to play in the first half. Now here's Butler. Ellington defending, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line. You know, they've changed their game here in the second. Getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And, you know, this lead is going to grow if they can continue to get to the free throw line.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Dunleavy. And Brooks subbed in for Rose. And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Young. Gibson setting a pick for Brooks. Shot off the screen. That's good. Brooks has got his first bucket of the night.
Defense just has to fight over the top of those screens.
Especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, he doesn't miss too many open shots.
20 seconds left now here in the second. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Here's Boozer. That's good, and it's Price with the assist.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass.
7 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Butler. And the Bulls tack on 2 more. And so that brick. It's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
For the Lakers, they've really struggled against Rose.
He's got 8 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
Which can't be undervalued, Clark. So many times a game can come down to which team wins the free throw battle.
And on the floor for Byron Scott as we get into the second half. They've got Young. Wayne Ellington is out there with Jeremy Lin. Then there's Carlos Boozer. And it's Zachary in at the 5. The Los Angeles Lakers, the NBA's most successful franchise for the last 3 decades, since 1980. 10, guys, count them, 10 titles.
That's remarkable, and they've led the way from a business standpoint as well, Kevin. They pioneered televising their home games where some teams have worried about undercutting ticket sales. A lot of great ideas and dynamics that have helped this franchise become what it is.
Lynn again throws. Clock at 6. Rejected by Sacre. Here's Lynn. No good from outside.
And, you know, for the Lakers, no competition from football. There's not a pro football team in the L.A. market. And it's one of the top 2 markets in the country. And it is a basketball town. You look at their TV deal, which is really mind-boggling. It's worth about $3.6 billion over 20 years. And that gives you a lot of financial firepower there.
Here's Ellington, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one on Rose.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
Well, guys, you look at the financial resources for the Lakers, not the same advantage that it once was, because with the most recent CBA, it's really restricted spending. And the question is, how will that impact the Lakers moving forward?
Chicago calls timeout.
It's like he saw some things out there that needed adjusting and wants to talk it over a little bit with his club.
I don't think you can ever go wrong burning a timeout if you see something you don't like and you need to talk about it.
Hill, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Tom Thibodeau had some words for his team in that last huddle. He told them they should be dedicating themselves to hitting the offensive glass with everything they've got from now on, even if that means it takes them away from defensive transition. He also urged them to drive the lane aggressively on offense, saying they won't be able to handle us if we can get bodies to the basket each and every time down the court. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. Here's Boozer. Shot clock at 6. Can't get it to go. Good D by Gasol. Here is Rose. He's got 8. Now Butler. Here's Noah. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by Noah. And that's now 7 points for Butler.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
Yeah, that was your game, Clark. Pound it inside and take the ball right to the defense.
That's what I tried to do, man. I knew my limitations.
The Bulls making a switch here. Heinrich's checked in. Shoots a fader. Got that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Boozer. Heinrich against Len. Heinrich with it. Right now averaging 7 points a game. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Misses off the right iron. Carlos Boozer amnestied by the Bulls this offseason after 4 years in Chicago. They still have to pay his salary, Steve, but it doesn't count against their cap.
Yeah, that's been rumored for a couple of years, and it finally came true, Kevin. So a new team for Boozer, and looking to bounce back after what was one of the worst seasons of his career, at least statistically.
Heinrich from outside. Here's Gasol. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game. That free throw good from Gasol.
And Boozer last season had expressed his unhappiness with the rotation in Chicago. Passed over for the younger Taj Gibson in the 4th quarters. Gibson was seen as a more reliable defender, though, and typically coaches default to defense late in game. Boozer with plenty of motivation this season to prove his worth as far as 4th quarter minutes go.
The drive by Brooks. Heinrich against Johnson. Puts up a 3. Hill pulls it in.
And Boozer, a rugged rebounder and interior scorer with the ability to step out and hit that mid-range jump shot. Interesting to see how he fits in.
Gibson with the steal. Young against Butler. Gibson with the screen on Young. Butler goes in, and the Bulls with another miss.
They've been able to get out to this lead without really getting a very reliable performance out of him from the field.
Hill against Gasol. 6 on the shot clock. And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Hill.
Good possession there, resulting in the easy one down low.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Brooks with it. He's picked up by Hill, and Brooks gets it to go.
How about that? Gets it off right in the face of the big fella. Quick release.
And operating on the perimeter like that negates some of the height disadvantage, too.
Johnson for 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Gasol's got his 6th rebound on the night. Heinrich inside the three-point line, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. And now a 5-point Bulls lead. For 3, Price. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And Steve, we've got a moment here to go to our State Farm assist of the game, coming on some very clever point guard play.
Well, he mans that position for a reason, Kevin, because he passes the ball so well, sets up his teammates beautifully, really gets this offense into a nice rhythm.
Delivering the pass important, but putting the pass in the right place for a shooter, as you well know, huge.
Yeah, no question.
D. Rose and Jimmy Butler, the backcourt. Noah is out there with Mirotic, and it's Dunleavy in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Noah against Johnson. And here is Ellington. And a wide open look for Lynn. Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
And the call goes against Wesley Johnson. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Knocks it loose. Fades back. Ellington grabs the miss. Ellington's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
They got off to a nice start, a good start in the first half. But they've fallen off a bit here in the second half, and I'm not quite sure why. Maybe they just need to pick up the intensity a bit. Well, the former 60th pick back in 2012, Robert Sacre is Mr. Irrelevant no longer. Get rid of that moniker. A big leap in play from his rookie season to his second campaign, and he's shown improvement across the board.
And Butler, here we go. And again, no good by Chicago. Here's Ellington, and that one is stuffed right through. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
Chicago calls timeout.
You know, the Bulls' offense was not that great last year. As a matter of fact, they struggled to score. But when they did get to 100 points, they were one of the best teams in the league.
Some changes for the Lakers. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Sacre. Boozer comes in for Davis. And Nick Young is subbed in for Wayne Ellington. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Tom Thibodeau had some words for his team in that last huddle. As this game approaches its finale, the outcome's still undecided. He's told them, we're not far, fellas. It's within reach. Seize the moment and walk away with a win. Guys?
And thank you for that, Doris. As you said with the Bulls, a 22-2 record last season when they got to 100 points.
Well, it's a perfect example of how dominant their defense is. I mean, if they got to 100, they knew they could count on their D every single night. But getting to 100 was the problem. They did not score very easily.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Noah with a screen on Lynn. Rose goes in. Count the bucket. And the Bulls lead by 1. And Clark, we've seen some great competition in this one.
I agree with you, Kevin. I mean, looking at the lead changes really kind of tells the story of this game.
Yeah, what's that, 7 lead changes already here? So this is a great matchup, guys. 2 competitive teams going at it.
5 to shoot. Johnson from outside. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Now here's Rose. Mirotic sets the screen for Butler. Puts it up from 12. Rebounded by the Lakers. Boozer's got 4 rebounds in this game. Lynn with it. Butler covering. Here's the 3. Mirotic grabs the miss. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And that one hits back iron.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Here's Lynn.
2 minutes, 2
Now Young. Hill sets the screen for Young. For 3. Hill, a screen on Butler. Johnson, a wide open look. And Carlos Boozer gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Well, I love the fact that he's fighting hard on the boards, but, you know, you got to be smart, too. Over the back, that's an easy call there.
Well, that's simply the result of poor position under the glass. But at least you can't fault him for being passive. He was trying to be aggressive there.
Pau Gasol's checked in for Mirotic. The Lakers also changing it up. Davis comes in for Boozer, and it's Price in for Jeremy Lin. Johnson, that's for 2. And Johnson missing again.
And little to no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, that was a tough one right there.
Young with the ball. Noah picks him up. And Butler, here we go. And the shot is good.
Oh, Nelly, listen to that.
That shot eliciting a roar from this gigantic crowd.
That was huge, guys. Absolutely huge.
Got a piece of it. Butler with the steal. 55 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Rose. And Davis pulls it down.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open. Just couldn't take advantage.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're down by 3. There's 45 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And some changes here for the Lakers. Boozer comes in for Davis, and it's Jeremy Lin in for Price. Johnson, a wide open look, buries it. And oh, that was an enormous 3-pointer.
A crucial basket.
They needed it, and he gave it to him.
Rose attacking, fires from 14. Rebound the Lakers.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take advantage.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Lynn with it. Young for 3. Nails the tray.
Nice play. They're in control. Just play solid, good defense. No quick buckets and no easy 3.
Chicago calls timeout. They're losing by 3. 15 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, down 3, you don't necessarily have to go for the 3. You could go for the quick bucket and then the foul.
I'm not sure. I mean, in this situation, I think they should look for the 3, Steve. I mean, try to tie this thing up. You've got 3-point shooters. Let it fly.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yep, you got to extend the game here. Try to keep that clock from moving.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. 7 seconds left to play in the final quarter. For 3, Dunleavy. The shot is off. And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. And Clark, you know, it was quite a nail-biter.
Yeah, it was tight. Their guys were able to come up with big plays down the stretch, and that's the difference.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Carlos, you guys had a productive practice before the game. How important is that preparation for you guys when you're on a road trip like this?
Well, it's important. I mean, what we do is we try to do as much working as we can and shoot around. We come in early. Like, I get here 3 hours before the game. A couple of us do the work on our game. That way we can stay sharp because we don't have a lot of practice time. We're just really playing games. So I think we're all doing a good job of getting our lifts in, getting our conditioning in, and getting our skill work in.
Carlos, thank you. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. And, folks, that about concludes our broadcast tonight. For Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we leave you with our Jordan Player of the Game, Wayne Ellington.